Hello and welcome to another week's edition of the Weekly Waller Review Show. Another flying week for the team last week with 6 city winners.
6?
Yeah, 3 on the Wednesday with Fortensky giving Lee Magorian his first Metropolitan winner in Australia.
No, not true, but he did ride it.
What else did he win on?
Pianissimo.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Yes,
You might have forgotten about that first one. And Coco Excel.
Wasn't Pianissimo, it was the other horse. But he has ridden the city winner. Yeah. Anyhow, Coco Excel, she was good. Good ride by Blake Shin.
Yep. And last but not least, Perrette.
Oh, very impressive. Another one of the astute Guy Mulcaster purchases for Nev Morgan and Dave Devine and partners. So yeah, it looks to be a promising horse, and we'll talk about him soon, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. And then on Saturday, a very good win from Libran.
Good win.
Back on good tracks
Yeah.
and flying.
Second up, good pace on, and geez, he won with a bit of authority, didn't he?
And
Led home the first 4 for the stable.
did indeed. And coming through, led home the first 2.
Did. Beat Tom Melbourne. Had the turnaround weights, but nonetheless held him off, and yeah, both horses are in great order heading towards the Epsom.
And then Winks just led everything home.
Her Majesty Winks. Was
Your
an
Royal Highness.
interesting race, but it's interesting to hear Hugh. He just said she cruised the last 200 metres. It doesn't matter how scary it looked in the mid stages. The fact is, she's still going really well and cruised to the line for a good win.
Yeah, easy win. Any news with her, Chris?
A little bit. She'll probably run in the Turnbull, which gives us 3 weeks between runs. It's as simple as that. She didn't really need to run the Chelmsford, but I wanted to run her because of the barrier mishap that were 2 weeks before, so that sort of meant that she's had 3 runs, and it's worked out pretty competitive runs in a basically a 4-week period. So I think 3 weeks into the Turnbull allows us then to go 3 weeks into the Cox Plate. She could go 4 weeks running the Craven Plate here in Sydney and then just go down 2 weeks before. That's plan B. But I'm happy with the Turnbull, so is Hugh. Got to remember, it's not just Winks at the stable. And it's not just Winks that Hugh Bowman rides. Everybody wants a bit of clarity, so rather than keep everybody guessing with the owners, trainer, jockey, strappers, everybody's on the same page. Punters, exactly. Everybody's on the same page. We're not trying to hide anything. 3 weeks, 3 weeks. If we need to divert, well, we'll let you know.
Any other changes? Gear or anything like that?
Take the earmuffs off, doesn't need them. They've done their job. She's jumping out the barriers fine. And my voice is gone.
Yeah. Well, we better be quick then. We're straight into Rose Hill, where we've got 3 in the first. Starting off with Perrette and Hugh Bowman.
Brilliant winner first up. He's all class. He's got barrier rate of 8. It's obviously going to make things a bit awkward, but gee, he's good. He's
Yeah, white barrier last time, no problem.
Yeah, a little bit stronger in a Saturday race, but good.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
A&R, last start winner.
Good filly.
Back 100 metres.
Yeah.
Slight concern.
Keen to run her because I'm looking towards running her in a group race after this Saturday. So I don't know if she'll win, but as long as she runs well, she'll be in a group race over a mile in 2 weeks' time.
Okay, and Bella Success, just see how she runs today.
See how she goes today. Lightweight 53 is the appealing factor, but a bit hard on the 3-year-old filly, backing them up.
Okay.
I'm surprised you talked me into running her or accepting, but anything could happen today. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
And you are a good judge. You don't have to think about that, Charlie. You can carry on.
Right, into the 2,000 metre race, we are very well represented. Starting off
very well represented, Charlie.
Allwood, back up to the 2,000.
Yes, 1800 wasn't the right thing to do last start, but it was just a fill-in race or a race he needed to run in to try and get him to a Metro. Didn't work out, so here he is back to
a nice check.
Yeah, back to 2,000 metres in his own grade. Barrier 7 in a field of 8. Be able to beat.
Up and rolling, going for the hat trick.
Yep. Good horse.
Barrier 1.
Yeah.
Gary McEvoy.
Loved him the way he let down and stretched out properly last start at Randwick. Said 3 weeks between runs, and should be able to beat.
And last but not least, Quick Defence, finally getting it all together.
Yeah, well, he'll keep the others honest as he did last start. Only won by a small margin, but Brendan Abdullah got the best out of him, and it was a good win. So I think he'll appreciate 2000 now that he's settling better, and he's been a great horse this prep. He's only won one race, but he's been consistent.
Okay, so we'll just get the first 3 in that one, and then we'll head into race 5, the Shannon. Good project.
Yeah, big weight to carry. Hugh Bowman was more than happy with his first up run, and the Theo Marks just said he knocked up a little with the last bit. So 1500 will suit, but as I said, he does have the big weight. Barrier 10, so a little bit awkward.
And Dawnwall on the minimum, up at 100 metres in distance.
Perfect race for a Charlie. Great run first up. Drawn well. Should improve second up, and really good chance.
And then into the gloaming we have Augustus, who needs to find a bit on his current form.
Yeah, he does, but he did win his maiden fairly well last start, and the 1800 metres will suit. He's gradually improving with every run. We see it every year when the 3-year-olds get up to 1800 and further, their form lines change considerably. So he's certainly one that's bred to get a trip.
Okay, and then into the gold pendant, 1400 metres. Ome Sword, she's settling well enough for the 1400?
Yes.
Good.
She's drawn well, she'll get a lovely run. Yeah, I'm happy with the way she's settling. Hugh rides, she's had no luck at all this prep.
No.
She was back 3 wide last start off the wide draw. First up run she fell and still got up and managed to beat half the field home, so she's going well enough, and this race really suits. Set weights and penalties, good draw, good jockey, right distance.
And into the lucky last, Hogmanay. Had a little bit of a gap between runs. Do you want to explain what's going on there?
Yeah, a mildly elevated temperature.
So what do we do with them?
Give them a week off in the paddock. It's the best and quickest way. Bring them back to nature. They get their heads down and graze. Instead of pumping them full of antibiotics, just let nature take its course. It takes about 3 weeks for their bloods to improve, hence the reason for a trial in between. Make sure the punters are happy, everybody's happy. You saw him trial on Tuesday, trialled outstanding. It's ready to go. Obvious concern is the distance, probably looking for a mile.
Okay, and then Zumbalina, last start winner, Glenn Schofield, barrier 1.
Brilliant win on return. Glenn's retained the ride, which is good. Barrier 1 again, so she's going to get the run of the race. I think 1400 will suit her better. Okay,
and Wayanka. Will he be objecting in the stewards' room if it's the same case as this week?
It was a good win last start. He definitely got interfered with and obviously cost him, hence the reason for upholding. But he's racing well, and he would have been unlucky not to have won the race. So he's drawn well. He'll get a nice run. He likes to just settle midfield and power home, and this is certainly a specialist distance, and he loves the firm tracks.
Perfect.
Tracks have been firm lately, Charlie.
Very.
How would you compare them to England?
Well, they're a lot harder than ours. We've always got a little bit of give, near enough. Obviously, tracks vary from course to course, and I find courses with bigger undulations, obviously, it drains better at the top of the hill compared with the bottom of the hill.
Really?
So, but it makes the job a lot, well, very different from over here where you go on about the Randwick Rise, which is all of 3.5 centimetres, compared with climbing up the Cheltenham Hill.
Mm.
So we'll just move on and head on up to Ipswich.
The horses have actually been pulling up all right though, haven't they?
They have, the vast majority.
Do they pull up Jari in England?
Yeah, of course they do. But it's same as what we see with European imports, that they come over and they often go sore in their first preparation because it's their first prep on the firm tracks that Australia provides due to your climate. So they're not used to it at home, so when we get firm tracks they'll still jar on those just the same. But you'd struggle to send an Australian horse to Europe and get it to jar up anyway.
Fair enough. That's a great insight from Charlie.
Okay, we'll head on up to Ipswich, where we have Carlissimo, scratched from last week. All systems go this week?
All go, yeah. Apparently her blood wasn't right.
We couldn't find anything.
Couldn't find anything wrong with her, but we went on the science recommendation of not running. But she seems fine. Work's been 100%. So it's
Like,
barrier 7 of 10.
yep,
Robbie Frard, any good?
yeah,
Ride's all right.
yeah, running second in the premiership at the
Right.
moment.
Okay, so
Can't fault that.
all right. Well, she should be running on well. Last week was 1350. This is 1200. It's probably a slight negative.
Okay, into race 4, the 2100 metre open handicap. We have Vassal, who's found some form up the coast.
Yeah, good run last start. Narrowly beaten. Barrier 4 should get a run of the race. Jim Byrne. Gee, you spread your jockeys around up there. What's going on?
What's wrong with Jim Byrne?
Not said he's good, but
Yeah,
see, you've
good.
got a lot of different riders.
Well,
How do you pick the jockeys?
even patch up there.
Charlie gets the jockeys in Queensland, if anyone's complaining.
Best available.
Good.
So
It's worked so far.
Loving home.
Yeah, much better run as well last start. Ridden a bit quieter, finished off well. Touch shorter, I think suits, but this is 2150 again, so that's a concern, but it's going to get a nice run from gate 5 of Michael Carl.
Rode him last start,
There you go.
as did Jim Byrne on Vassal.
Fair enough.
So no complaints from the Waller camp. There's no feuds or anything, which is always good to see. Lovely working relationship we have here, and hope you guys have a lovely weekend.